Welcome to Kyber Lab, episode 40, General Skywalker versus a Rey team. Rey without the bros, which makes the counter quite a bit easier. I mean, when the bros aren't there. So here at Kyber Lab, as always, we're looking at maximizing banners, removing RNG, and avoiding mistakes. So in this particular fight, you're aiming for 58 plus banners. Sometimes can be 60, but rare. You should be approximately the same level as the Rey team. Usually this is not a problem since most people develop their General Skywalker teams long before the Rey team. And anyway, the characters that are here in this team, as you can see, Relic 3, Relic 5, and all except perhaps Rex on the Skywalker team should be Relic 7. Mod is important for General Skywalker primarily. Everybody being fast is helpful, except for General Skywalker. It doesn't matter so much for him. But otherwise, just go protection, 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 protection. You can do arrow, triangle, cross, and circle, all protection. It's important that General Skywalker still stands after Rey ults. So yeah, no slow characters. You essentially have to make sure gas is always standing whenever Rey has sudden whirlwind available. This is whenever a character on her team drops below 60% health, including herself, so she'll trigger it herself usually at the beginning of the fight. And then make sure that gas is standing when she's coming out of her ult. This doesn't have to be the case. You can win if gas is not standing when she comes out of her ult, but it's much more complicated. So basically you kill via Rexolate or aerial advantage from Rex, and try not to increase your own. This is a fast fight, by the way. He sped it up. Sir sped it up. And it's like a textbook example of what to do. So here, no reason to use form up. It'll just boost Rey's mastery. All we're doing is just stalling and waiting for Rey to go into ult and for aerial advantage to be available. And every time a buff is dispelled from the enemy team, our team gets a bit of mastery. So if you have the chance to dispel some buffs, definitely go for it. Putting an armor shard on Rey, nice. So Rey, is she below 60% health? Looks like it. Yep, so there's the first sudden whirlwind. Now, timing is great because she's not going to do another sudden whirlwind no matter what happens here. Because she is going to go into her ult for her next turn. And she will go into ult before Rex can do maybe even kill. Yeah, okay, perfect. That was very convenient. Just because he's Relic 3, it's pretty easy to do that with gas there, but it's not required for the counter to work to take out a character early on. Just good to pick on the lower geared characters if you can. So here's the importance of protection. You want to make sure that gas is still standing because he needs to take Rey's next sudden whirlwind, because characters have been reduced below 60% health since her last turn. So she'll have sudden whirlwind available. And there was another one. And here, perfect, aerial advantage takes out Finn. It's exactly how this fight is supposed to work. So now it's a little bit tricky because you don't want Rey to trigger another sudden whirlwind. So here we go, changing targets back to Rey. She now has sudden whirlwind available. However, if you can take enough, never mind, gas stood up. We're all good. You can't apply armor shred when she's in damage immunity. She's immune to those effects. Well, anybody is when they're in damage immunity. Sudden whirlwind. Now, there's a potential there where you could have done Rex's form up to try and take enough turns to get Rey to go into ult instead of using sudden whirlwind, but it's not really going to change the fight dramatically. So now she's in ult. Just need a couple more turns for gas to stand up. Perfect. And we haven't used, he didn't use form up in that case because no reason to give Rey more mastery. You see a little bit less protection from gas because there was a form up between the two masteries. Anytime. Okay, and then Rey or Holdo is the only one available for aerial advantage here, so perfect. But anyway, anytime somebody on the team opposing Rey gains turn meter, she gains some mastery, and that makes her ult do more damage. So going straight for Ray. Gas stands up. Perfect. She takes a sudden whirlwind. Gas stands back down. That's really, in case you can't tell, that's all that Gas is doing. You're just standing up, taking a hit, and standing down. But that's exactly how the counter works. And I think this one takes out Ray. She's low enough. He's taken enough turns. Yeah. Really a textbook example of this fight. Done pretty much perfectly. 59 banners. Very nice. I think only Echo over here was lower. Anyway, textbook example of the fight. Hope you learned something. Hope it's helpful. Be careful of the Ray comp you take this up against, but it's great when you have the right comp. Cheers.